Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to part 5 already, where we're going to continue mixing in the box using only Ableton 11 stock plugins. We're working with the artist Lagiang over from Poland, very talented guy. And before we get into the whole video, let's have a quick little listen to the before and after. So we have before sounding like this. After sounding like this. And in this episode, we're going to go through basically going from the static mix to the moving of the mix, the automation of everything, the writing everything down, listening to the whole song, seeing where we messed up, all those types of good things. Now, if you want to help out, if you can just write a comment like for the algorithm, or maybe something else like a question or something, I'm always here. I'm always on. As you can see, I always reply to comments, so it would be nice to see you there. If you're interested in mixing and mastering in general, or if you want to mix this file, go over to patreon.com/catandbeats, because you can watch every YouTube tutorial ever, but without actually practicing along with real case, like real world scenarios. Then how are you going to learn mixing? So that's why you have the patreon.com/catandbeats. Plus there's some more benefits there, like for instance, I can mix your track on YouTube as well. I do that with different plugin companies, as you know. Anyway, subscribe, go over there. All types of good stuff. Take care. Peace out. Enjoy the episode. All right, so we are getting to the part where we're going to have to write down the problems. So it's basically to make a to-do list. Now, I love making to-do lists for mixes because it's such an easy way to finish off a whole mix, because normally you kind of get stuck in like this little part or that little part, or you're just over there and you're just like, oh, did I get that correct? Yes or no? And I've gone through that stage, just fixing every little part, like the drop and then the drop two, and then making sure that the build works and going back and forth between the original and the final version here. So all good in the hood, but now we just have to listen to really fine tune the last little problem. So join me as we just listen to the track and go through a to-do list. And then after that, I'm going to slap on a master and all that kind of good stuff. So let's get started. All right, so we're in pretty good shape, especially if we like compare where we were and where we are now. You know, it's like I find that we've got the essence more. There's obviously more like bump and everything like that, but we have the essence more of the song. I also spoke to the main artist, and he said that everything came from this pad. Like the pad, he heard that on Splice or something, and then he was like, "Fuck yeah!" and he made this whole song out of it. And then in his version, it's so reverbed out that you can't hear it. But I love that sound. I think it's the thing that's organic, because you have that bass that's not organic at all. It's all like synthy, sizey, and then you have this pad, which is just awesome. Blah, blah, blah. Let's actually do this instead. Effects at 9 too loud. So we're just going to go through this effect thing that we found. And like, what is that? Where is it? What is it? It's in the drums. It's annoying. I think I already... This tom delay, I think I've already compressed the living bananas out of it. So I'm just gonna effect rack it, because it's just too much and it's a bit silly. So we're gonna call this an automation EQ. For the patrons that have downloaded this project file by now, you'll notice that there's tons of automation EQs. Those are just to make sure that it doesn't sound too silly. So those are all from me doing weird shit. And those automation EQs are just there because I see the music as this moving piece of art, right? It goes from start to finish, and it constantly needs to be nice. Nothing needs to like distract you. Like, whoa, what the fuck was that? That's weird. Yeah, I kind of want to delete the whole intro because I find it too long, but that's not up to me. Drop can be heavier and delete tiny snippet of sound. So we have 49. Let's go there. So we have here. Okay, so beep, and then there's a sound. Where is it? It's in effects? Oh, it's here. Hold on. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, I have cheating written down. I couldn't for the life of me find this random that sound at all. But with this little cheating thing, I found out another way that you can cheat yourself. What you can do is take the original breaks of your own song before it's mixed, because the original break tends to be, not as full. You don't have that whole vibe of mixing going on yet. And that will make the actual drop after always sound a hell of a lot fatter. So it's a sneaky trick. Yeah, let me show you, because it's actually quite funny to hear. So if we just go between... And then boom. It just I don't know. For me, it makes total sense, because you can take your how do I say it? Less than impactful idea, and then your mix is going to go wha-bah, which is awesome. So yeah, I'm trying to say that in a really nice way. That was the nicest I could think of. Okay, so it is impactful, but it's not like impactful enough. So we can do gain structuring. You know what? I'm going to get to that later, because I think maybe if we drop that into a limiter, it might make more sense. 65 to 79, we have to do this part, and we have to specifically check the top end of the bass. So we got this bass, and we got this bass, and we got this bass, and this bass, and this bass. Let's see, we got here an automation line. So it's an automation EQ of a high pass filter. Let's just check that out for a second. Yeah. Yeah, so it's not impactful enough. So what I'll do is I'll flip that around. Maybe we'll do that instead. Okay, so it's always handy to, sneakily draw cat ears. If you put a little eye there, and a little nose, then that works. Anyway, so that works for me, that drop. So I'm going to just get to the next one. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, kick drum is stupid at 77. That's not a good sign. So we'll just do a flippy flip there. There you go. And then go like that. Let's start a little bit higher with the low end here. There you go. Got that a little bit higher there. Okay, check it out. Let's hope for the best. It doesn't make sense on when that rhythm starts. 1, 2, 3, 4. It needs to be there. So let's just turn this off and then turn that on there instead. That must be my mistake. Alright, I'm cool with that. It's okay. It's not the best, but whatever. I'm gonna just... no. Okay, leave that in. 81, drop 2, open bass up more. 81, drop 2, open bass up more. So let's go to bass. Oh, man, I already did that. Okay, great. Thank God. Boom. 97, turn up pad. Let's go to pads, turn up pad. What can I do to turn up the pad? Let's go have a listen. Let's put like a little bit of boots and cats on there to make it bounce around. So it's like in the so that we can get it more in the mix, okay? So we'll just do it like this. It's a little bit loud, like the differences between the cock. The differences between are a little bit much, so we're gonna have to compress that. Let's just use a glue compressor because it's easier. Let's do it there. Actually, let's do it here. And let's find where we need to compress. You've seen this already before when I started doing the kick drum. Yeah, so it's at 700 hertz-ish, but we'll just compress that. 700. There we go. Make the Q nice and wide. Let's go fast attack. Let's go like that. Let's go hard. And then this should only work. So it will only squish that sound, so it's a little bit less hard on the ear. Blah, 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 blah. The silly white noise is just being silly at 105. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is over here. It's a hell of a track, eh? It has a lot of stuff going on. I really do think that silly white noise is literally just being silly here. So I'm gonna just kind of keep it a little bit more at 113, 113. Oh, was it 133? 133. And not have that many dots. You don't need that many dots. Just use the option key there and then just kind of leave that the way that is. Oh, cock. Boop. There we go. This should be a little bit easier on the ears. Okay, then we have too much effects on the top. Let me just close everything off again, because otherwise it's getting too much. You can see that only 51 tracks, actually 50 tracks, how confusing it can already get. Imagine having like 120 tracks. And yes, there's people that have 120 tracks. 119, too much top end effects throw. Just in here, over there. This one. So I think what I'll do is I'll make an automation EQ. There we go. On here in the send itself. Like this. And we'll just cut it down. You know, not too much. We'll just do that. I think over time is better. Perfect. Okay, we'll only have it on here, and then the rest will be off. Okay, a little bit too fast. Let's just go a little bit slower. All right, cool. Effects synth thing too loud. 153. Effects thing synth. Oh yeah, that is way too loud. Silence, you mean? Yes, Guido, silence. Okay, so ta 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 ta. Too fucking loud. There you go. 183 random effects noise. What is that? Is that in the drums? All right. Weird metal there. A little bit like Meshuggah. So that's there. Bass overall. Top end. I need to listen if it's needing automation and the total thing. I kind of don't want to automate the whole track, to be honest. I kind of feel like we're already there. So yeah, the top end of it. Am I already automating it? Yeah, I am, to be honest. So let's go like up high with this. Here. Oh no. That's way too much. That's way too much to start with. Nah. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna actually go straight into the master. So let's do that and have a... Oh shit, I fucked something up here. Hold on. Bang. So. Let's go straight into the master. First thing I'm gonna do is just get a limiter. Double check if we can actually get that loud to begin with. I'll leave a ceiling of -1. Oh yeah, this is the only thing that's not Ableton. But it's free, super handy, and I'm only using it to just see if I can get my LUFS to around -9, -10-ish without having any added distortion. If I do get added distortion there, I am messing something up. Generally speaking, it's like a kick drum that's too loud or something like that. But I have a feeling that will be fine. I can actually do this without looking. So I'll just get this loop over here where it's the loudest part of the song, and I'm going to quickly just set the volume. Now it's going to get louder for you as well. Okay, so let's just first set the volume. Let's get the look ahead time nice and fast. Just get the volume loud. And I'm going to go till I get some distortion, then I'm going to back up. So around 9 dB is okay. I'm losing a little bit of like impact from the kick. So I'm gonna just check it here. I can do that with mixing tricks to get that impact back, or we can like control the dynamics via compression. But right now, just have a little feel here. So it's not too bad, about -8 point something, -9-ish. I'm going to also quickly check what the loudness was originally, so we kind of have a feeling of what the artist was intending to start with. Probably looks pretty loud. To be honest, both the artist and I are kind of on the same page when it comes to loudness. So what we can do already is just have a quick little listen to what this sounds like. One is a little bit louder, so I'm just going to make sure that we're a little bit more fair. And then we can go back and forth, kind of start mastering. Okay, for some weird reason, he left the 3 kilohertz resonant sound there in there. I can't listen to 3 kilohertz. So let's try it over here. Okay, so that gives me a nice little estimate of what I need to do. What I want to do in the master is get more control, get more that type of vibe going on. I think I'm just going to do that via the good old compression. And I'm going to compress and EQ right into the limiter instead. And I might actually double limit at the end, but right now I'm just doing it like this to be nice and easy with it. Let's first just get the compression to slap a little bit better. I'm going to go with a 10 and a 1, leave it on a 4 to 1, really slap it down. And just see, you know, with this hard slap, what I can possibly do. I can make the whole mix move via putting this on a, well, the same trick I did for the kick drum. Then you can hear the whole thing starting to pump, right? So it's just to get like a little bit of pumpy action going on. Let me just double check if it is actually that many hertz. It sounds like 36 hertz instead. It's 36 hertz for a kick drum, Jesus. That does not sound right. Let me just double check where this kick drum is at, actually. Jesus, really? Okay, it's at 39 hertz. All right, let's just try to really specify this kick. Because then I can get that sucky sound. Okay, next up, there's way too much low ends, but with this we can control it a tad. I can also quickly go into here, just take that sub. Turn it down a bit, about a dB or two. It's nice and easy when you have actually mixed the track. You know, normally I would say send it to a mastering engineer. It's not even that expensive to send it to mastering engineers. And let it be mastered by somebody you know if you've done a good mix yourself. But if you've done a good mix and you're able to master, then it's really easy to just quickly go into the mix and just say, hey, you know what, that low end is a tad much. Boop, and then 1 dB down, and it's so much easier. Okay. I'm going to just balance it with this EQ. I'm just going to write down what it is for. And I want to go on oversampling. And I want to quickly go over to mid-side mode. And in mid mode, I kind of want to organize this low end. A little bit of side there, not too much. It's a little bit messy, so I'm just going to take the time down a tad. That'll make the low end seem a little bit cleaner. Now I know I tend to mix a little bit dark, so I'm going to just get an EQ, oh cock. I'm gonna just get an EQ out that's just standard. I'm gonna see if I can somehow get, it's always nice to have a bit of top. Nah, I'm pretty okay with that. Let's see if we need to low end cut, if that cleans it up, yes or no. Pretty steep cut. Let's try this instead. I'm cutting it out because I don't feel that there's anything necessarily there. Once I listen and move back and forth, I'm like, okay, well, nothing's really there. It's not hurting to do it, so I'll just leave it. I think we're there. I think we're there, to be honest. So this is my final little test master. What I need to do now is, like, this is the quick master, is I have to listen to the whole song again and double check it again. I might come back next week to do that double check with you guys, and it should be all good in the hood after that. Anyway, if you also want to mix and master, and if you've enjoyed yourself watching this whole series, seeing how this mix got the way it was, make sure to like. Make sure to leave a little comment saying "for the algorithm" if you don't know what to say. That would help out a lot. And if you want to mix and master this yourself, you can actually mix and master the track the way it was sent to me. You can follow along yourself as well. And then you can have practice. Instead of just watching somebody do something, you can actually do things yourself, and then you learn a hell of a lot more than just going, huh, I know that tip. I've already seen that before. Yeah, only when you've actually practiced it do you get it in your head as well. But for now, this is it. Much love. If you dislike the video, 3 times on the like button, 2 times on the dislike button, 3 times on the subscribe, and 2 times on the notification bell. That's like all the damage you can do to me. Yeah, then, you really put my channel down. So, okay, great. Much love. Peace out. See you next week with the final master. There'll be a couple little tweaks. I can already feel it. All right, cheers.